You're zooming in from New Orleans because you're calling Eagles and Saints. What a game this is with you and Greg Olson. Certainly off of the way the Eagles lost and the way the Saints have been playing. What do you feel is the key, or whatever you're hearing in terms of a conversation with Greg, or what you've picked up in any of the conversations you've had with Saints or Eagles prior to this broadcast, Joe?
I think the Saints, Rich, are as good of a surprise as there is in the NFL, what they're doing offensively. I'm sure you've given all the notes, but you got to go back to their own team in 2009 to find a team that scored this many points over the first two games. Just remarkable for an offense that last year looked really sluggish for much of the season. Clint Kubiak comes in, and they've been a machine through two games. One game against a bad defense, one game against a pretty darn good team in Dallas. So an offense that's looked unstoppable. Vic Fangio as the D coordinator in Philadelphia, 2 games, not very good. So that's, you're looking at the best offensive team in the NFL through 2 weeks against a defense for the Eagles that has not been good. They're giving up 7 yards per play through 2 games. That's the most in the NFL. So they got to figure things out, and they got to figure it out fast. Because with A.J. Brown out, I know it's one player, but that is a big deal. I don't know if the Eagles can keep up with what the Saints have been doing. The Eagles defense has to keep that offense in the game, keep them within striking distance to have a shot.
And bring people up to speed. Who are the teams that you've seen already in the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, week 1 we had Steelers, Falcons, and Falcons, it looked terrible. We're watching Monday night. It's like, oh, nice of you to show up now, right? Terrible week 1. But and then week 2 is Colts, Packers, the Malik Willis show. So we're kind of due for a good game, Rich. We've had 2 close games. We're due a good game.
Well, I mean, nothing like the Superdome. Everybody's probably going through the swing oil today. You know what I mean? Getting ready for Sunday for this game. Certainly the way that they've started, they've got to be out of their minds in the Bayou.
Yeah,
Joe.
Yeah, I've actually never done a game here where they're going through a stretch like this. Like, the folks should be fired up going into the game. Seems like each time I've come here, they've been scuffling, or they were an underdog in the game. But we just talked to Dennis Allen right before I hopped on with you, and he said we've always thought that if we're giving them a reason to be excited, this is the toughest place to play in the NFL. And I can't think of a better case to be made to the fan base to, hey, come support us. We deserve your support here. That place is going to be shaken.
Yeah, I was there the night it reopened, Joe, after Katrina with NFL Network. And that's the famous game where, Steve Gleason had his moment that is now, memorialized outside the stadium. And that is the loudest I've heard a building in the 22 seasons when that moment happened. And it is awesome. And hopefully you're going to see a good one between the Eagles and the Saints. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.